I landed in Busan, and we just kept going north. All the time north, all the time north. The only time we were on a truck was when we went from Busan to the front lines. At the time, that was the Battle of Hagaru, all right? And from there, I come out of there clean. From there, we just started walking towards the 38th parallel, which was quite a ways away. So then we had about several skirmishes with small groups of enemy. And we were walking from January 1st to June. On April 23rd, we went by truck into hill number 902. And when we got there, we started digging foxholes. I was way over on the right flank by myself, and it was about 25 below. We started to dig a foxhole, but the ground was frozen solid. So every time we went to get a shovel of dirt, we got frozen dirt about a half inch in diameter. So by the time we knew that we knew the Chinese communist offensive was right down the bottom of the hill. We could hear them. And I didn't have a BAR. I had an M1 with a scope. And I don't know why, but probably it's a good thing. I don't know why I just didn't draw a bead on someone down there and start killing them. But I said to myself, well, they know where we are. They can hear us, we can hear them. So I didn't do that. It was just before dark that they started their offensive up the hill. We had 4 machine guns. We had a couple of BARs, and the rest of the men had M1s. And we were into the battle pretty good. I don't know how many Chinese there were, but at least 50,000. And there was about 60 of us. And one mortar round landed about 40 feet from me. And then a few seconds later, the second round landed like 20 feet from me. And the third one landed about 10 feet from me. I knew it was coming, so I just put my head down and laid down flat on the ground. But I did get hit with shrapnel. I got hit with a pretty good sized piece that went in the top of my hand and came out at my wrist. And then I had a big piece hit me right under here that took out a pretty big chunk of my flesh. So I'm not sure that I passed out, but I do remember somebody picking me up and taking me where all the wounded were. I must have been out all this time, but I was awake to walk down the hill with my other Marines who were wounded. But I did get to see the damage that we had done. It was terrible. It was so many Chinese piled up one on the other, 4 machine guns, and we apparently we drove them back. But I was flown to Osaka Army Hospital, and I think from there, I think Ned Reo was considered missing. Nobody knew where I was. But when I was in California, I went to Vallejo, California. First I went to Texas. Went to a hospital in Texas. Went to a hospital in California where I met a warrant officer that I knew. So we had quite a bit to drink that night. I couldn't buy a drink. But anyway, what next? When I was in St. Albans Naval Hospital, then I was presented with my second Purple Heart. My first Purple Heart was very early. We used all the way up to the North Parallel, which we got to. We met some resistance. One day we were going towards a rice paddy hut. We had to check all of those out. But halfway towards the hut, we got fired on with automatic weapons, and one hit me, not this hand, but this hand. One hit me right about in here, didn't hit a bone, but I was taken to the battalion aid station for 2 weeks, and then I rejoined my group. The rest is kind of getting healed up. And from the Naval Hospital, we were given a choice of where we would like to spend the rest of the year. So my friend and I picked Scotia Naval Depot, and we got it.